Hello, hello, hello. Beautiful ladies, how are you? It is wonderful to be here with you this evening. I have just finished our activation call for the Align to Lead membership, our September activation, and it was a powerful one. It's been a truly wonderful day, and I was feeling into what I was wanting to share from this week, from what has been coming up and what might be relevant that you can draw on. So as you know, I've been going through some really powerful and intense ascension symptoms this past week, and actually this past month, to be fair. And here's what I want to say. Your body knows everything that you need, and everything that you need is inside of you. Everything that you want to create, your body, your soul connection, your intuition is your way to creating that, to having that, to being that. And what I've learned through my journey with my body is that my body knows what I need way before I know. Even though I am so dialed in already, my body tells me exactly what I need. And the more connected we are to our intuition, the easier our journey with navigating ascension symptoms, with integrating and embodying our shifts becomes. Because your body's going to guide you. She's going to tell you what she needs in order for the process to be the most ease-filled. And that is something that I have been really taking the time to listen to over these past few years and asking her, okay, what do you need in order for this process to be the most ease-filled for me and for her? And so ask yourself that question when you are going through, intense upgrades, and when you're having to navigate some really powerful ascension symptoms. Because it's going to happen, and it's going to keep happening on this journey as we continue to say, yes, I don't know why my video is doing that funny thing. As we continue to say yes to walking our soul aligned path. If you're joining me live, say hi. I'd love to give you a personal shout out. And I was thinking about whether to go live today or not, but this message really wanted to come through. And my body is asking for rest, and I am going to be enjoying rest after this transmission, because that's what she's asking for and that's what she gets. And I don't know about you, but last night I had a really interesting night. I woke up at 4 a.m. wide awake, which is not something that ever happens to me really. But these past two nights, my sleep hasn't been the greatest. And I've really been taking the time in the morning to connect with my body, to ask her, okay, what do you need? And I've actually been sleeping in. I've been giving her the time and the space because I can do that now. Whereas before, that wasn't something that I could always do if I had commitments first thing in the morning. And so there is this deep sense of gratitude that I have that just continues to deepen and deepen as I embark on this journey. Every day there's something more that I'm profoundly grateful for, and especially when it comes to my body, in terms of how she shows up for me and how I get to show up for her. And I love the ever deepening journey ever deepening sacred devotion that we get to cultivate with ourselves, with our bodies, with our soul connection, with our intuition, with connecting to higher guidance. We get to decide what gets our attention, what gets our awareness, what gets our focus. And what I love about this journey is that because I'm on this journey by myself, there are so many distractions that just are not there. So it is me, myself, and I. And I get to decide what I do with my time. And there's only so much Netflix you can watch. There's only so much, you can take time out to watch. And then the rest of the time you're like, okay, what am I going to do with my time? What is my soul asking me to focus on? Where is there an invitation to deepen my connection with myself? Where is there an invitation of something new that's wanting to blossom or come through? Where is there an invitation for me deepening my sacred devotional practice, my meditation, my movement? And that is something that I have been journeying with since January. Since I closed my other private practice. And that's what you're going to find. It's like the more distractions fall away, distractions that were there for a reason, but sometimes we can use those as a way of sabotaging our own progress. Do you know what I mean? We can go, oh, but I've got to do that. And there are times when that can be used as an excuse, and then there are times when it's a valid reason. But it's through the deep discernment and awareness within ourselves that we get to know which it is. And what I love about this journey is that there is an ever deepening opportunity for me to show up even more. Show up even more in my work, show up even more with myself, show up even more on my soul aligned path. And yeah, there are moments, some really big moments of death and rebirth, where there's an invitation to let go of another identity, an old identity that I've outgrown, or a mold that no longer fits. And that's been happening a lot over the past few years, but even more so over the past year and a half, 2 years. It's like, what identity are you still holding on to that is no longer aligned? What belief are you still tapped into that isn't serving you? And it's really interesting navigating the identity piece. It's like, how do we define ourselves? And for me, a long time, work is how I defined myself. And I really had to do some really deep work, some emotional and mental work, to shift that perspective. And now work gets to be an extension an expression of who I am. And that means that as I grow, as I change, as I evolve, as I am on this journey, this ever-evolving journey of becoming, my work continues to get to be an expression of who I am, of who I'm being, of who I am becoming, of the joy, of the abundance, of the light that I hold. It gets to be an expression of everything. And isn't it just so beautiful how life is also an expression? We get to decide what we see. And I wrote a post today as we anchor in more divine light within us, as we tap into and be an expression for divine love. Everything that we see, how we see ourselves, how we see our bodies, how we see others, how we see the world, everything changes. Because everything that we see is it's an extension of how we see the world and how we see ourselves on the inside, and our programming, our beliefs, our imprints, because that influences everything. So I'm really finding that the more joy, the more love, the more light I am anchoring in, the more everything around me changes. My relationship with myself, my relationship with everyone, how I see the world, how I see people, how I see myself, how much I can love my body with all her imperfections, which are perfectly imperfect. Because we are all an expression of the divine, as the divine. And if this makes sense, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. There's still something here for you. And remember, as always, you get to filter everything through for yourself. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Because we all have our own unique way of looking at things. We all have our own unique path. And I am just genuinely really excited for what is happening on the planet. Because there's so many more of us choosing to walk our soul path. So many more of us that are tapping into our true authenticity, our light, our joy, our radiance, true love, loving ourselves first and foremost before anyone else. Because at the end of the day, your longest relationship is going to be with yourself. So, how can you make it a good one? How can you make it a juicy one? How can you make it a wholesome one? That is the journey that I'm on. I come first. And being able to say that, that's pure gold. As a recovering or recovered people pleaser, overgiver, yes girl, choosing to put yourself first, choosing to nourish yourself, choosing to fill up your own cup, choosing to give to yourself first is vital. And giving from your overflow means you get to give more joy, more love, more light. And how amazing is that? So, I'm really, truly excited as more of us step up, as more of us choose to lead ourselves, as more of us choose to walk our soul paths. Because, as I said in the beginning, we have everything already inside of us. All we need to do is connect with our beautiful bodies, tap into our beautiful hearts, listen to our intuition and guidance, and follow through on the wisdom that feels aligned, the divinely guided wisdom that we are being given. And the more we do that, the more we get to share what we are each here to share in our own unique and beautiful way. And that's what I want to see. I want to see more of us doing that. And that only happens the more we come home to us first and foremost. Connect to you. Tap into your heart. Tap into your womb. Tap into your gut wisdom. And if you don't know how and you want to go deeper, come and join us in Align to Lead. Because we are going deep over the next few months. Knowing how to trust yourself, trust your body, trust your wisdom, trust. Trust is a huge piece. Huge. And it is so multi-layered, with so much imprinting, programming, beliefs that very often have been intertwined that influence our ability to trust. That influences your ability to trust your intuition. That influences your ability to trust your body. That influences your ability to trust yourself. To hear your own wisdom. And it's possible. It's possible to hear your sacred body wisdom. Wisdom from your ancestors. Wisdom from your own beautiful body. That's in your cells from lifetimes that you've lived. If you believe in past lives, which I do. Your intuition, wisdom from the divine, wisdom from your guides. You get to tap into all of that. The more you're ready to open up, the safer you feel, the more regulated your nervous system, and the more dialed into your body and aware you become. And there are no shortcuts. There is no way of fast-tracking any of this. Because very often we have to unlearn as we are anchoring in and connecting in a new way. We have to unlearn our own ways, the old programming. We have to let go of those old beliefs, old identities that have kept us stuck, that have kept us playing small. And As always, the timing is always perfect. We start when we're meant to start. We are where we are meant to be right now. And there is no missing out. Because we each have our own unique path that we are here to walk. And with divine timing, things are going to unfold for each of you, for each of us, in the way that it's meant to. So let's just drop the comparison. Let's drop the competition. Let's just be ourselves. Let's celebrate each other, because we're all walking side by side on our own paths. The only thing is we get to decide whether we do it alone, or whether we do it in sacred community. And as I have been traveling, I can tell you it is way more pleasurable doing this in sacred community with people who love you, who want to celebrate you, who want to witness you, who want to be a part of your journey. And it is the most beautiful gift ever. So, that is what I wanted to share with you today. If you want to join us in Align to Lead, send me a DM and I'll send you the link. If not, I will see you here tomorrow and I'll share some more juicy wisdom then. I wish you a beautiful weekend, and I'm sending you all so much love from my heart to yours. I love you all dearly, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye.